The new hero in town, Booster Gold, is a glory-seeking showboat from the far future, 25th century. Despite his aspirations to attain wealth and glory as a member of the Justice League, he can't seem to catch a break, and even the people are not that impressed neither with him nor his attitude. He keeps pestering J'onn J'onzz for a high-end mission to parade his skills and boost his fame among the common people, but the Martian doesn't like his attitude at all. Just then, they are contacted by Diana for immediate backup to deal with Mordue, the evil sorcerer. Superman tries his best to contain and take down Mordue, but unfortunately, he is easily taken down by the sorcerer. Headquarters recall Captain Atom for a fire emergency, and Green Lantern is instructed to lead the Justice League Reserve Ground Force. After practically begging John to release him on the backup mission, he is dispatched with the Justice League Reserves to aid the first team during the battle with Sorcerer Mordue. However, upon arrival, Booster and Ralph Dibny, the elongated man, are relegated to crowd control duties by Batman.
Hey, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, my friend.
Assuming their crowd control duties, Booster and Ralph jaw for a bit about their perceived lower status just as Wonder Woman arrives asking for help.
It's about time.
Not you. Him.
Squeaky wheel.
But only from elongated man. Booster and his robot sidekick cheerleader Skeets attempt to make the most of their position, but the closest thing to action Booster finds is the rescue of a child's ant farm from a burning building.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Get back to crowd control.
And soon, he has to help an old woman to get out of the city. However, there is an accident at a local S.T.A.R Labs facility. As he tries to evacuate the facility, a young and attractive physicist named Dr. Simmons informs Booster that one of her colleagues was caught in a power surge while working on an experiment. As a result, the man is now a miniature black hole, capable of destroying the whole world. The Martian is ordering and navigating the heroes through the chaos to take down the sorcerer when Booster contacts him. But J'onn cuts the line without inquiring about the developing black hole situation.
If you think I can handle it on my own, I will. Tell Superman I got this one, but he owes me.
Dr. Simmons presents him with a special disruptor collar where he should place it around the scientist. Booster is excited by a chance to save the world and maybe even get the girl, so he and Skeets agree to try and stop the black hole with the special disruptor collar. Unfortunately, his plans take a turn for the worse. First, a car is hurled in from the main battle, then he is hit by iron pillars from an incoming truck, and soon, he comes across a pregnant woman in labor stuck in an ambulance. Dr. Simmons takes the collar from him, and Booster gets ready to deliver the baby with Skeets, although he is of no help.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Do something useful!
Somehow, Booster manages to deliver the baby as the second ambulance arrives with help. He takes off to find Dr. Simmons. As he detects the black hole absorbing everything from the metro station, he is horrified to see Dr. Simmons getting pulled as well. Booster Gold acts quickly and bravely and saves the damsel in distress. Unfortunately, his passionate moment with Dr. Simmons is ruined by Skeets, and they soon reach the subway to confront the scientist. Booster gets away from an incoming train, but gets caught by a second train as he once again fails to take down the black hole on Dr. Brown. As they come up from the subway station, they see Dr. Brown trying his best to limit the damage by the black hole. Booster once again tries to place the collar on Dr. Brown's neck, but this time, a wild cast of Mordue's magic accidentally brings a 10-story building in Booster's vicinity to life with an appetite, and Booster has to fly back to save Dr. Simmons. He tries to bring down the building, but the building stomps him to the ground. Dr. Brown tries to suck the building down the black hole, and in the process, Skeets gets sucked into the mini black hole. A dejected Booster admits to Simmons that in the future, he was actually a failure. However, with the encouragement of his damsel in distress, Booster is able to sum up the courage to march towards the black hole once again. This time, he gets sucked in as well, but just in the nick of time, Booster Gold places the collar and saves the day. All of the consumed matter, Skeets included, is ejected back into the world safe and sound. The threat has ended, yet Booster is still down on himself and passes up an opportunity to kiss Simmons, despite after-the-fact encouragement from Skeets. Naturally, none outside of the parties involved knows what happened. A few miles downtown, the Justice League has just wrapped up the Mordue situation thanks to Elongated Man. Even worse, Batman comes up to lecture Booster for leaving his crowd control post. The would-be Justice League superstar is unable to put his explanation into words and instead simply sulks.
Excuse me, Green Lantern?
For the last time, I am not Green Lantern.
He sees
My
Dr.
name
Simmons
is...
before him, who admits that she was only joking. Booster is greatly cheered up by her reappearance, even more because the grateful doctor is now interested in him and wants to go on a date, leaving Elongated Man
Squeaky
cleanup
wheel,
duty.
buddy. Squeaky wheel.
Meanwhile, the superhero Booster Gold, having traveled from the 25th century, is trying to convince a toy manufacturer to make an action figure of him. He claims to have created a flight suit and a time travel device to travel back in time. The truth is that he stole the suit and the time machine and acquired a sidekick robot, Skeets. The CEO points out he needs name recognition and walks out, and then have security kick him out on the street. Booster Gold decides he needs to team up with a major hero, Batman. The villains Punch and Jewel Lee are robbing a bank and easily avoid the police. Batman arrives to take them down and turn them over to the police. Booster Gold arrives and declares himself Batman's new partner. Batman knows all Booster's interested in is making money and glory and isn't interested in teaming up. Booster pauses to give Punch his business card and Batman drives away. Booster finds the Batcave thanks to his knowledge of the future. Batman is tracking the theft of a Plutonic meteorite from Greenland and realizes it's connected to Krol the Eternal, an immortal caveman. Batman tells Booster to leave, but Booster recognizes him from the future and claims to have fought him.
Excuse me.
More importantly, Skeets can track Plutonic energy because of its Plutonium power cell, so Batman agrees to take them along, and Booster starts to line up a book deal and a movie. At a laboratory, Krol is trying to bring the rock back to life. Batman and Booster arrive, and Krol refuses to give up the meteorite. Batman takes him on and Booster leaps to the rescue. Krol grabs him and redirects his energy blasts, taking out first Skeets and Batman, and then finally Booster himself. Krol hooks Booster up to a particle collider and feeds Booster into the machine. Batman manages to free and takes on Krol. Meanwhile, Skeets manages to overload the magnetic field and break them free with seconds to spare. Booster comes to Batman's aid, but reveals that Skeets runs on a plutonium battery. Krol realizes that's exactly what he needs, severs a steam pipe, and disappears with Skeets and the meteorite. Booster insists that they rescue Skeets, and Batman notes that up to now, he's never had anything worth fighting for. At a museum, Krol prepares to tap into Skeets' power battery and make his servants immortal. He speaks of how he was a Cro-Magnon, exposed to a meteorite's radiation and gained immortality. Now that scientists have discovered his magic rock, he plans to create a race of humans which can live as long as he can. As Krol starts to drain Skeets' battery, Batman and Booster arrive and enter the ventilator shafts. Booster sees Skeets and calls out to him, and Krol realizes they're under attack. He and his servants subdue them and fasten them into a guillotine. Booster suggests they should be a partner and create an empire of merchandising. Krol is unimpressed and releases the guillotine blade. Batman starts to free himself, and Booster jams the blade with his marketable toy. An angry Booster goes after the servants, while Batman arms himself and takes on the others. While the heroes fight, Krol taps into the meteorite and transforms his servants into superhuman cavemen. Booster puts up a valiant struggle, but is soon overwhelmed, while Batman goes after Krol. The Conqueror throws Batman into a dinosaur skeleton and moves in for the kill. Batman swings out of the way and pulls the skeleton down on Krol. Booster gets an idea and tells Skeets to dump out his entire charge. The energy destroys the meteorite and transforms the servants back to normal. Booster rushes to Skeets, which reactivates and admits it knew Booster would save it all along. Later, the police take Krol away, while Batman notes there's a valuable lesson to be learned about ignoring the glory and fighting for principles. Booster is too busy calling his agent to listen. Krol vows to defeat Booster when they next meet, and in the far future, a museum guard bumps into Krol at a museum and reminds him of something. Thank you for watching Second Look. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more awesome videos. Have a nice day.